Hello everyone! Happy Easter to those that celebrate. I had a whole idea planned. I had done it a couple years back. I wanted to crack open eggs, so like a mystery painting. And I got in my studio, I can't find the eggs. So, change of plans. I found other eggs too, they're behind me. And I was gonna paint on these, but then there's no place to like hold them upright. It's a mess. It was a mess. It was an Easter fail. So instead, I'm going to use Easter-ish colors. And if you don't celebrate, it'll just be a painting for you. But I am gonna be using, this is kind of a leftover paint day as well, which I'm totally okay with. This is, and you can see it looks kind of crusty. It is my old school paint bucket of just leftover, all my ocean paintings that I do that are paint and water, they go into that bucket. So I have no idea what color that is. It's not quite a robin's egg color, but it is like a bluish color of some kind. It's got some white, some dark blue, some light blue, and I've had it for quite a while. It still smells good. It's still good. It was sealed up, so I'm gonna use it. And the only thing I don't know, so I guess this kind of will be a surprise painting, I have some creative inspirations in there, so I don't know as a base if it's gonna eat the colors or not, because it's kind of a surprise color. So we'll see. But my concept tonight is 2 pinks, 2 yellows, and 2 purples in contrasting colors. And I'm gonna puddle, I think probably 1 color here, 1 color here, and 1 color here, and blow them out separately. And I have silver to tie them all together. So we'll see if it works out or not. I don't know, but I thought it would be fun to play around. So let's paint. All right, here we go. I'm going to, oh, this is such a pretty color. Okay, that is plenty. I'm gonna have to use this color again in another painting because it's really, really pretty. I'm assuming that it's opaque since it has other white colors and lighter colors in it. So I'm hoping it's at least, what is that? Hoping it's at least semi-opaque. All right, so let me blow this out. So it looks pretty opaque, which is great. It's almost, it reminds me of Amsterdam's blue-green, or greenish blue, bluish green, one of those, but maybe with a little bit of white in it. Okay, that part is done. So now I'm trying to decide which petals. I'm going for a spring theme, so I think maybe I'll do, I'm gonna start a little closer into the center on this one. Gonna do my yellow there. That is a yellow that I mixed. It's kind of like a Naples yellow. And this is yellow gold. So I think that one's good. This is another pink that I mixed. So all of these are like self-mixed colors. It was when I was doing my spring series. And then I'll have, I'm actually interested to see if I'm gonna get, I know I'll get cell reactions because of the silver, but I'm interested to see if I'll get any others. Oh, and I do feel like I want a little bit of white to brighten this up. So maybe I'll do a little bit of white. So let me get that. And a little tip for you, if you are using these containers, don't be like me. When you are about to close up and finish for the day, wipe the rim, because a lot of times when I'm pouring over the edge and I get stuff in it and I have to pick it out, it's actually coming from the lip of it. And then when you go to clean them, you can clean them better and pull the paint out if the paint isn't stuck around the edges and on the rim. So that's just one little tip. These are TCP cups. They come with little lids and they're in my Amazon store below the video. I've had a lot of people ask me that. Okay, so I am worried this purple is really thin because it took over the other purple. So I don't know how that is gonna go. But we'll see. Watch, it's probably gonna swallow this white. That is how you tell if your paints are thin. That pink and that purple are very thin. So we'll see if this even works out. I don't know. I think I might put a little bit of the regular purple back on top and the regular pink, because I want this to be light and airy. And then I'm gonna finish it off with my silver. Yep, that is super thin. This is what you get with leftover paints. I should have checked the consistency. We'll see what happens. It's always how it goes with me, right? The other day I finished a painting and I was looking at it. I loved it. I was making another one of those splash paintings and I had one of my hairs. It was all the way across the painting. So I had to pull it out. It created this entire line. I was finger painting like crazy to get that one back together. All right, enough talk. The one thing I'm trying to decide here is, do I blow inward just a little bit or do I just blow out? And I think I may just very slightly blow in on each of these. All right, maybe one more drizzle of white, I don't know. All right, let's blow this out. Y'all, I really, really like this. The only part is this, I don't know, because I actually do like it. It's what I'm talking, I need to use my words. What I'm talking about is this section right here. This down here, my goodness, this is gorgeous. That yellow, those two yellows together, beautiful. I just don't know if I should touch my finger here or not. I kind of like this, but I kind of wanted them to be blended. Let's just try it right down here. See if it works. I'm trying to be so gentle. There's that pink coming through. Okay, good. I want that to be softer. This is really, really pretty. This right here got a little bit. I like that some of them go off the edges, some of them stayed as petals. These mixed together, this petal is like pink and yellow. And I think that this, whatever color blue is gonna dry darker and really make these pop. Oh, it's really, really pretty. And I've actually got this like pink starting here in the middle from where I touched my finger, which I love. I can tell that there are some creative inspirations in here, and I knew that this would start to happen, so we'll see how much it happens. But you can see these areas right here where it's almost like the color is starting to come through. That's the creative inspirations or whatever other colors I used. That's why I use Amsterdam mostly. But overall, if this doesn't develop anymore, I'm really, really happy with it. I wonder if I can get these to meet too. I don't want to play with that too much. Okay, I'm done. I'm gonna show you. Not too bad for leftover paints, huh? It's a little bit off center. I like that. I like that it's almost like blowing in the wind, like blowing that way. I'll show you. All the different reactions. Oh, look at that section. I'm glad I added silver. All right, there you have it. And it even looks like that little place that I touched. Look at that. It's like the little middle of the flower. All right, just a little fun. Welcome spring, even though it's been around for a little while. For us here in Florida, it's like, oh gosh, spring is here. It's just as hot as it was in winter, and that means summer is coming. But I do love all the flowers in bloom. All right, so keep your fingers crossed for how this one dries. I am so pleased with this one. I want to do some more with different puddles of colors. This was really, really pretty. And you can see here was where I thought that reaction would start happening with the base, but it stopped right where it was. So it actually just added just a little bit of interest to it. The center is always my favorite with that gold, and that's where I touched, and that pink came through and almost created like just a little bit of a center. I love that it's offset. I love that it's super shiny with the silver. super pretty color palette, and the base dried a little bit darker, just as I thought. I love this color. Well, happy Easter to you all that celebrate, and happy painting to everyone. Bye.